There we go. We should have mic now. Alright. Can y'all hear me now? So sorry about that. There we go. We should have mic now. Alright. Can y'all hear me now? So sorry about that. There we go. We should have mic now. Alright. Can y'all hear me now? So sorry about that. Okay, now it's just stuck repeating. Okay. It it does not like me today, apparently. We should have mic now. Alright. Can y'all hear me now? So sorry about that. Okay, now it's just stuck repeating. Okay. It it does not like me today, apparently. So sorry about the background noise too. My mic just decided to hate me today, I guess. Alright. Well, apparently OBS and I are agreeing, but I will set up the art stream and everything, so sorry if it's lagging. Alright, there we go. Can everyone see that clearly? Oh, and my mute broke again. Okay. Well, that happened. Today, I just kind of wanted to do some drawing live since I haven't posted in a very long time, and yeah, update some things because a lot of things changed, and just kind of talk and chill, you know? So how are y'all doing today? Very nice, very nice. And if you see my avatar flickering, I am not exactly talking. It is literally reacting to my bird in the background. I don't even know how. Oh, the Hobbit soundtrack. That is awesome. I remember recently at MegaCon this past weekend, it was definitely a big thing there. I missed second breakfast, but it was so cool. I'm doing well, thank you. It's just kind of busy, but finally getting to sit down and do some art, you know? I almost forgot to get my references out. That would have been bad. I always I have these characters memorized, of course, because what I'm drawing today in the stream, this is a thumbnail to a future video that I'm making and should be posted today, hopefully. I am definitely hoping on that. Um, but yeah, this is a drawing of Flytrap and Arched from my fan movie I'm working on, but I somehow always change something in their designs every time if I draw without reference. Yep, definitely. And you can make the character but still mess up your own character. I don't know how that works, but it happens by accident. Like Flytrap here that I'm drawing currently, her right here. She has been redesigned so many times just because of little mistakes. And I would put on some music for the stream just cause silence, but I fear copyright. Copyright our worst fear on YouTube. I have yet to find some good background music for streams. Vegeta. Also today, of course, streaming on my desktop, so I'm not using my stylus, so many lines are having to be redone. I wish there was a way to use stylus as a desktop, but I do not have a touchscreen desktop. True, game soundtracks definitely work well. Beautiful. Yep, I use both mouse and stylus to draw, but I mainly use a mouse. It's just the brush settings here that may look at like a stylus. I forgot that I have a push to mute button on. Alright then. Uh, the background of this was drawn with a stylus. As you can see by like opacity changes, if I change the opacity up you can see them more. But usually my line art is all done with a mouse and then I move it back to stylus sometimes for coloring. I don't know, it's a weird process that I found, but if it works, I guess. Yes, Knockout is indeed the picture of my brush. I don't know, I didn't have a picture on me at the time when I was putting a picture onto the brush, so I literally just took this lovely photo. Probably going to like actually edit some more brushes and change the picture eventually, but I think it's funny right now having a knockout brush. I feel like I should make a breakdown picture for another brush, just to have them both there. I don't know, it feels wrong to separate them. Ah, yes, hands, an artist's favorite thing to draw. I'm actually not that bad with mechs, but humans are misery. I've been hearing about that for a very long time, of a G1 Transformers crossover film, and I'm kind of curious to see how it would go, but at the same time, I feel like, I don't know, it seems interesting, but at the same time, they do have a lot more continuities and such that have been begging for a movie like that. So I feel like it would turn out good, but at the same time, they have a lot that they could do with that, but they don't seem to be taking any of the opportunities. I'm pretty sure it's been like rumored since 2022, 2020, it's something. That's when I started hearing about it anyway. I just really hope that one day we do get at least something on Transformers 1. Like, I know they're trying a YouTube series. I don't know if anyone's seen that much of their stop motion thing that they tried doing, but it did not I don't think it really fit it much, and the voices didn't even match the characters much or anything. It was definitely aimed for the little kids, but for like older generations and such, like teenagers, adults, and everyone else trying to watch stuff for Transformers 1, I really hope we get something. But I hope it's also true that Skybound might be getting a show. How would you think of it, Fork? True, true. So do y'all think if Skybound, they do like a Skybound themed show, Bumblebee is still dying? Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, that seems very out of character for them. I don't know, nothing of that, like, little YouTube thing they were doing seemed in character. Cyberworld, though, that was pretty good, but the quote-unquote Transformers 1 sequel episodes, yeah, I definitely agree with that point. Yeah, I do think that they're probably gonna do that, but I can see them just like looking at it, taking inspiration of it for a script and doing it like sort of themed, but not exactly on what the comics did. I do see like a lot of things do that sort of thing, so I'm thinking that's what they might be going for. Before I might accidentally spoil anything, has everyone here seen issue 30 of Skybound? I know probably a lot got spoiled, but I still ask anyway, in case no one, I mean, someone like escaped the spoilers. Gotcha. If you have time, you definitely should. They're really cool. I love Darren Warren Johnson's works on them, and ever since he left the comics, everyone has been saying that it's been deteriorating, but honestly, I'm kind of curious to see where the new comic artist goes with it. Yeah, fair, fair. so I'm assuming your favorite character is totally Thundercracker. Yeah, yeah. Blue Starscream. I mean, pretty much. I always like to nickname Skywarp the emo Starscream. Yep. I mean, he kind of fits it, I guess. I don't know why, but in Skybound he is absolutely insane. Like, he's already insane in most continuities, but goodness, in Skybound he was not holding back. I am currently working on trying to find a soundtrack for my movie. Like, we are doing original music, of course, because copyrights, and it's just fun, including all versions of art in it. But it is quite a process currently of trying to figure out how to do all that, because I myself am not a musician, but I'm working with a few others who are. So, we kind of are, but we don't exactly have any music yet. Yeah, I don't know. Just one of my main goals with this fan film is, of course, telling the story of just some Predacons, because we don't get to see their POV often. So we made like a fan cast of Predacons, and I don't know, it's just cool to see Cybertron from the backgrounds of the war, see how others are affected by the Decepticons and Autobots fighting. But one of the other main goals of the movie is absolutely no AI. We're trying to do everything original, the music, the voice acting, everything. It is tasking, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. I'm glad. I hope it turns out good then. Definitely gonna be a while, but I'm hoping this year we get a lot of progress on it. We already are, although I did take like a mental health break um, a bit ago and just came back to continue working on it. So we're finishing up a script rewrite, and I'm currently also working on animating some teasers. I'm glad. I would show some right now, but they're of course on my laptop because I'm not crazy enough to animate with a mouse. I mean, I do have one of them on my desktop, I think, but that was just a test. It's not official. That also reminds me that we're probably also going to be just chilling around at TFCon Orlando this year. I don't know, I'll just be there. Probably cosplaying Flytrap because I'm working on a cosplay for anyway, and I think it'd be fun. Just kinda, I don't know, having fun. Yeah, fair, fair. It is definitely expensive. And it's been having a lot of issues lately with overcrowding. They keep definitely overcrowding the tickets and overselling and such. Like Chicago, it was really bad. So I'm hoping that this year they're a bit better on their crowd management. I can never get the lines right on this part. It's always like the chest plate that's the easiest to draw. I don't know why. Although I am kind of procrastinating drawing the face. I always like to torture myself, I guess, and make characters that I know I'm gonna have to animate for probably more than 1,000 frames. Definitely more than 1,000 frames, probably like way more than 10,000 if it's a movie. I always make them unnecessarily detailed. Sorry, to mute for a moment. My bird started freaking out again. He tends to do that a lot. But yeah, this I'm currently drawing is supposed to be for a new video that I'm hoping to get out today, later today, definitely. Just updating news about Transformer Survival and such, because of the rewrite and everything changing. Just kind of updating everything about it. I would describe what's going on in the scene, but I will leave that for later, because it definitely is some spoilers. Alright, there we go. One leg finished. Trying to draw this as fast as I can, because this live stream isn't gonna last too awfully long, probably like an hour 30. And it's already almost been an hour. Yes, I do. How many was it again? I lost count. We have on the team, let me see here. More than 20 people, I'm pretty sure. Last I counted, I am horrible at keeping track of how many people are in my team. Oh goodness. I think we have about, let's see. Yeah, about 21. Wow, I actually counted that right for once. It's been a pretty long going project. Started about 2 years and a half ago by myself, and then we actually started to get actors and such last year, 10 months ago. Well, a little bit more than 10 months ago now. So far, yes. It is definitely a pain being the only animator so far. Because we only just a month or two ago, or 3 months now actually, because it's about to be April, we just started hiring animators. Thank you, thank you. I'm definitely looking. Just, I don't know, seeing if anyone wants to from stuff like Casting Call Club and everything. It's probably going to take a while, but in the meantime, I think I can get the animations done. I mean, I can do 5 minutes in a night if I really lock in. So, it shouldn't be that bad. We have lots of concept artists, but they just make concept art, of course. Not much animating. Yeah, I do. That's why I'm working on this right now, is to make a proper ad. I'm horrible at advertisement. I don't know, I find myself annoying as an advertiser. Frames wise? That really depends, cause each scene, it depends on kind of like the scene, what frame rate it has, but if it's supposed to be like about an hour long or more movie with how long the script is so far, definitely going way past 20,000 frames. Yeah, definitely past 20,000. That's only like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Yeah, we just ignore the amount of frames needed. Yes, lock it in, lock it in. We need Malachite so far. I still gotta message a few others and ask them how theirs is going. Reminds me, I also gotta lock in on my own. I kinda forgot that I was working on one too. I've been so focused on the animations, I forgot about finishing a few concepts. Yeah, it also reminds me I should probably finish the last scene of the script that I've been procrastinating. I don't know, it's hard to write the last scene. Like, I have it imaged perfectly in my head, but I can never get it down on the paper. Yeah. I don't know. It's not even like writer's block or something. It's just the confusion of like how do you even word this? That is why I absolutely love things like references of other like turning on the captions in certain movies and such where they do movement captions and watching how they put it or looking up one of the other Transformers movies kind of script thing because they always post it a bit after. Just kind of studying the scripts helps to find the right description. Yeah. The details in the Transformers 1 script, goodness. Like, the way they wrote the scene where Orion Pax gets dropped made it so much sadder. Yes, the storyboards were so cool. I liked seeing the scrapped storyboards that the one artist posted. That was so pretty. Oh no, I didn't know that. That detail's so cool. I can see why it's called that now. Yeah, I do remember him mentioning that. I forget exactly what he said, but I do like remember it was, oh yes, let's just go into the cave with scary teeth. Something like that. I don't think so. I don't know, we didn't get much Unicron mentions in that movie, did we? It was mostly focused on Primus. Yep. One day, hopefully. I cling to the false hope. I can never draw this darn mask. Why did I design it this way? I don't even think I've ever done official art for masks. I think this might be the first one. Oh really? What are they? There's always so many hidden details in TFO. It's so hard to spot them all. Although the amount of like references that you see in racing scenes and such as the reference of Knockout and Breakdown, It is, it is. Oh yeah, true, I've never thought of that. Ah, that is true, that is true. I think like Arachnid or someone, right? Who could he possibly trust that much then to hold on something that important? Oh. So the High Guard could have had it, and then after they left, kind of done that on purpose? Yeah. True, true. So you're thinking he could have known them from the past? Could also explain why, they prevented him from talking. Which would also explain how, it got covered up that B was down in sub-level 50 and that he said that he was there forever. Ah, it is very likely. Yeah, Cybertronian culture and art before the war was very surrounded by around that. Probably to help prevent anyone from getting in his way of gaining control, because if it was the High Guard, and if B knew about the High Guard and such, and obviously he wouldn't want any knowledge getting out into the future after he's already killed the original 13, he could have wanted to try and keep the High Guard away, as well as B, because obviously B would know the High Guard then. Anyone who knew so much. True. There was probably a lot of blackmailing going around surrounding him, because obviously things like that wouldn't happen silently on Cybertron, so he had to do anything in his power to silence it. So if anyone had an ability to keep it not silenced, then he probably would definitely take care of them. Or lie about there only being 40 sublevels, for example. True, none of them were until they actually made themselves known. Not even in the sand scene. Yeah. Yeah, that is a very Starscream move to do. True, true. You have a very good point here, wow. I could see this all actually fitting together. This also would explain though why out of all of the High Guard that they captured, Sentinel only mentioned Starscream before C&D. Oh yeah. Wouldn't put it past Screamer. Alright, probably about 5 more minutes, then I might end the stream. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense in the movie. I wish that we had a sequel or something to actually like see if that is actually what happened. If only. Not gonna lie, after discussing that, I might watch Transformers 1 again tonight, who knows. I was planning a TFP rewatch soon, just 'cause fun. Alright, well, thank you y'all for coming and hanging out today. I'm probably going to end the stream now as I have a lot more to do today. And hopefully I'll get this video posted tonight. Hopefully. And I hope y'all have a nice evening or whatever time zone you're in.